The new Google Classroom app is now available for us here at Gearing. To add that app, you need to go to the App Store and we're going to search for Classroom. And I'm going to go ahead and add it. Here it is. And I've already played around in here just a little bit. I have at least one test class set up. And for you as a teacher, I think there might be a screen before this that you'll need to go through since it'll be the first time you've logged in. But then you go up to the upper right corner and you click the plus sign by your name to create a class. So I'm just going to call this Beth's test class, room 2. And I'm not going to put a section or anything like that with it, but you most certainly could if you had a history, like maybe 2 or 3 different history classes or math or whatever your common classes are. You could obviously create different sections of the same class. All right, so you can change your backgrounds in here if you have the desire to do that. I kind of like this one. Then from here, what you'll notice is you have a class code. This is really important because when you get your students on here, you're going to have them add the app as well. And then it's going to ask them for a class code. So this will be different per class. So each class, you'll have to assign a different code. You can also change this code if you find that students from other classes somehow got a hold of it and they're adding themselves. You can always go in and reset the code or just disable it once everybody's in the class that you need in there. From there, you can just start exploring. You can, once your students get the code and you add them, they're going to be able to see a page that looks a lot like this. When you can either add an announcement or an assignment. What's nice about the assignment is, let me just see if I can just make up an assignment here off the top of my head. Vocabulary chapter 1. You can put a description if you want to. Then you can go in and you can go into Google Drive and you can add different documents you've already made. You could possibly add a video in here if you wanted to. You could link to a different website. There's all sorts of options you have from here. But what I really like, and let me show you this, is Google will automatically create a folder structure for you for your different classes. So I wanted to switch over to, let me go into my class that I already had made. Oh, here's my navigation over here. I'm just going to go into my test class 1. And my first assignment in here was called Getting to Know You. And it shows that I have 2 students who completed this assignment and 1 student who did not. So what that looks like inside of Google Docs is this. Remember, the assignment's called Getting to Know You. This class is actually called Beth's Test Class 1. So I go over into Google Drive, and I didn't have to set any of this up. I click on Classroom because it's kind of my overarching folder there that will have all of my different classes in it. And this is Beth's Test Class 1, and it has an arrow by it, which means there's subfolders within that folder. And here's the Test Class 2 that I just made. There's nothing in that folder yet. But if I drop this down, it has the assignment called Getting to Know You. And if I click on that, you will see that there are 2 assignments in here that have been completed. I could leave comments on these. I could actually leave voice comments, which I can show you in a different tutorial. But this is a very quick and easy way to use Google Documents with your students. And having it set up the folder structure, there's nothing that you really need to do. Creating the assignments and sharing them out with students is very intuitive. I can help you with that process if you need me to, but I think you're going to find that it's really, really fairly simple. So let me just show you what it looks like. I'll just do it in this class to create a new assignment. So vocab chapter, let's say vocab chapter 2. So I might add a document. So let me see what I could make. I don't want to give them that one. Study. Oh, I'll add this one. Okay. So from here, I can decide if I want to just share this as a view-only file. So this might be something that the students, you want them to read it, but you don't want them to edit anything. My second option is I can upload a file. It could be a document, it could be slides, and students can then, they would all have editing rights to this. All the students that are in this particular class anyway. And then my other option is I can make a copy of this document for each student. So this might be something that you have directions on and some questions, and you want every student to answer everything on there. Then that would push that to them. They could either get to the document from within Classroom, or they would see a copy of it show up in their Classroom folder in Google Drive. So again, it's fairly intuitive. This is pretty new to me, but I think I have a decent grasp on what's going on. So if you need any help with this, please just let me know.